That would be big footprints on my baby.
Welcome back to another vlog. Thank you so much for being here. I am so happy you are. As promised in my last vlog, we are starting this vlog right where we left off. I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of my boyfriend Hunter's place of work. I'm here to pick him up so we can head to this apartment tour together. The complex we're about to tour is at the very top of our list for two main reasons. Number one being that it is way closer to Hunter's work than our current place. And number two being that the rent rates are a lot lower. So that's the current situation. Of course, I'm going to be taking y'all along so you can see inside the units and everything. Today, we are going to be touring a 1-bed, 1-bath, as well as a 2-bed, 2-bath. Both are within our budget and we are kind of open to either at this point. Hunter will be coming out any minute now, so I'm gonna put y'all down for a second. Of course, I will update you after the tour and let you know how everything went. But for now, let's get going. I just got out of Target. For those of you that don't know, it is Target Circle Week. Not trying to ruin your savings goals, not trying to get you to spend money, but if you do happen to need anything, there are some pretty good discounts that will only be available through the 13th of July, which will probably be coming up by the time I upload this video. So don't say I didn't put y'all on. Hunter and I did just recently go grocery shopping, so we are definitely stocked up in that area on food and essentials. But I have had a running list going for a while full of different self-care things I've been meaning to pick up. So we did a little self-care shopping today. Nothing too crazy, but just some things that I have been needing and some things I've wanted to try. So let's run through them. The first item in this little self-care shopping haul is actually Exedrin migraine relief. Not the most glamorous self-care pickup, but I need to share this with you because this is the only thing that works when I'm dealing with a headache. I used to get really bad migraines a few days out of every single month when I was taking my birth control pill and getting to the placebo week. Now that I've been taking the pill differently and just skipping the placebo week, I don't get those headaches anymore, but I still get one every once in a while, just randomly. And when I do, this is the only thing I will turn to. When I'm with somebody and they have a headache, this is the first thing I'm gonna hand you. So always good to stock up on that. The next two things are repurchases, just things I needed to restock. The first being my conditioner. This is the Carol's Daughter Black Vanilla Luscious Moisture Conditioner. I love this stuff. I will continue to go back to it over and over. It gets these curls right and it smells amazing. It literally smells like vanilla buttercream. So like what's not to love there? And then the other thing I needed to restock was just my mascara, which same goes for this one. I always go back to it. This has been my favorite. I've repurchased and repurchased and repurchased recently. It is the L'Oreal Telescopic Original Mascara. I feel like as a mascara consumer, you kind of have to choose between volume, length, or a combination of the two. And I'm definitely a length gal. So if you're into length with your lashes, this is definitely a good option. Y'all heard it here first, okay? We are getting our shave routines right this summer. So I got some things to upgrade my routine. The first thing being a new Tree Hut scrub. I love this line. I've not owned this scent, which is vanilla, before, but I've owned many other scents within the line and I have loved them all. This is really great for a deep exfoliation. It's very gritty, it's very rough, and I like a good rough exfoliation, okay? That is my jam. I don't want these products that have like 5 exfoliation beads in them and the rest is like a cream. No. So I would highly recommend you give these a try, especially this week because they were 20% off. I'm not really sure how I feel about this vanilla scent yet. I was crazy about the Tahitian vanilla bean. If you were too, please comment down below. Like, tell me I'm not alone. That was the best scent ever. But they discontinued it and replaced it with this one. So I don't know. It smells a little more coconutty and not as like warm, sugary. So that product will be perfect for the shaving prep. As for the actual active shaving, I got 2 new things I've not tried. The first being this EOS Shea Better Cashmere Bikini and Shave Oil Serum. I was really excited about this, not only because I love a good shave oil, but also because this is the cashmere vanilla scent that they have in the lotion that I'm obsessed with. It's definitely not the same scent. It has a little bit more of like a buttery type of smell to it, like kind of sugar cookie vibes, but I really don't mind because things like this don't have that big of an effect on your overall scent post shower anyway. It's mostly the post shower body care that gives you that effect, but I am still really excited to try this, and I hope it will help get these legs a little bit smoother looking, a little bit shinier, you know, that look that we all want. And then the next thing is a bolder move. I am completely switching up my razor. For my entire life, I've always used feminine razors. Currently, I'm using the Joy razor. I've never used a men's razor, but the girlies are saying that this is where the smooth shave is at. So this is the Gillette Fusion 5. Hopefully, the girls just put me on to the smoothest shave of my life, but you know, we'll see. The last beauty related item I picked up today is actually a new SPF. This is the cocokind Daily SPF. This is an SPF of 32. I spent the first half of last week with contact dermatitis on my eyelids, and I've been led to believe it's because of my current SPF I've been using. I do rotate between a few, so I'm not 100% on which one's causing it, but I will say I do own all chemical sunscreens as opposed to minerals. I've only used chemical, which basically means it soaks into your skin to protect you from the sun, versus a mineral or a physical sunscreen. It sits on the surface of your skin to protect you from the sun. Both give you sufficient protection, but there are just different ingredients in each of them, and I think that the chemical sunscreen compound is just really irritating to my eyes. So I decided it's finally time for me to try a mineral formula, which I've kind of strayed away from mineral sunscreens because I'm afraid of that white cast look. I don't love how they apply. They're not very cosmetically elegant. They don't lay under makeup very well. But the eye irritation, no. Not worth it. Never again. My eyes were so itchy, but I couldn't itch them because the skin was like peeling and flaking off. So mineral is worth the try, worth the effort. And I figured cocokind is a brand that's very well known for having a pretty clean and gentle line. So hopefully this one is just really gentle on my skin and my eyes. Little bit of a price tag, but if I love this, I will continue to repurchase it because it's still going to be cheaper than what I would go and pick up at Sephora, which is my plan B. Hopefully we don't have to get there. Last, while I was in there, while there was a sale, it was buy one, get one 50% off on iced coffee. So I just grabbed a Starbucks iced coffee. I get the medium roast unsweetened. I've been obsessed with iced coffee lately for the summer. And I've been making it at home to save some money because the Dunkin runs constantly, they're not doing me any favors, you know? So I picked up some new creamers last time Hunter and I were at the grocery store, and I also ordered some syrups off of Torani's website. We're gonna give it a try. We're gonna try to be our own little baristas and kick the cravings of the Dunkin. At home coffee has such a stigma around it that it's never going to be as good as takeout coffee, and I am determined to conquer that, and I think I can. But those syrups are supposed to arrive in the mail tomorrow. It might not be till tomorrow evening, so we might have to wait till the day after tomorrow to try and make a coffee together, but we'll chat more about coffee later. For now, let me give you a little apartment update because obviously we just toured those units. So let's rewind for a second. Last night I picked up Hunter, we went to the apartment tour together, then we went to dinner. At dinner, Hunter surprised me with some news that's going to change the apartment situation. For the past year now, Hunter has been at his current employer where he is very happy. However, recently he came across an opening for a new position at a very reputable company within our area, a company that would give him a lot more opportunity than where he's currently at, not only financially, but also from a professional development standpoint and a skill set standpoint. So he went ahead and applied a little bit over a month ago because obviously if he were to get it, that would be great, but if he didn't, he's very happy where he's at now. So it wouldn't be a very high stakes type of thing. So over the past month or so, he has been invited to participate in a few different interviews with that company. And literally a few hours before I went to pick him up for the apartment tour, he was offered the position, which he obviously accepted immediately. He was very excited about it. He wouldn't have applied if he wasn't. And yeah, I'm really excited for him. I'm really proud of him too, because it takes a lot to leave an environment and a space that you're very comfortable in to go somewhere with greater opportunity. But I say that this changes our apartment search because where he is currently working, that he will be putting his 2 weeks in at, is on one side of town. We are currently kind of on the opposite side of town, and we were planning on moving closer to where he currently is at, because doing so would not affect my drive at all, because I'm kind of somewhere in the middle in terms of my commute. But now, instead of his work being over here and our living space being over here, his work is like right next to our living space. So now it's like, does it even really pay to move? Do we just renew our current lease and stay where we're at and just bite the bullet on the expensive rent? Do we try to change to a more inexpensive unit? Do we just like move right across the street to a different apartment complex? Like, what do we really want to do? So definitely going to need to be thinking about that, because I'm definitely going to be prioritizing this change and Hunter's lifestyle for the next few months as he gets used to his new position. I'm sure I will keep you all updated as we go. Syrups arrived. Let's unbox them together, and then I want to set up the coffee bar over there. There they are. I only got 2 syrups and then 2 pumps. Here are the pumps, which we'll put in together in a second. And then as for the syrups, I got 2 different flavors. Like I said, they both are in the 750 milliliter glass bottles. I got butter pecan and chocolate chip cookie dough. This syrup right here, the butter pecan, if you haven't guessed already, is inspired by my favorite iced coffee syrup at Dunkin. Their butter pecan sauce is my favorite. So I'm hoping to try to replicate it with this. And then the chocolate chip cookie dough, I actually just bought on a whim because this has so many rave reviews. So many people I've heard say that this is their favorite syrup from the brand. To go with these, by the way, call me extra, but I recently grabbed matching creamers. I'm very committed to this, if you can't tell. International Delight has a Southern Butter Pecan creamer, which I've already had in my coffee alone before the syrups arrived, and it is really, really good. So obviously I'll be pairing these 2 together, and I haven't had my morning coffee yet, so I'll probably be using these 2 today. And then to pair with the chocolate chip cookie dough, I got the Chobani cookie dough coffee creamer. I've not tried this one yet, but I feel like matching your syrup with your creamer is kind of a genius move. We'll see. We'll see. But now that these 2 syrups have arrived, my mission is almost complete. I just want to go arrange them on my coffee bar to look nice and organized. So let's do that real quick, and then I will make myself my morning coffee because I need it this morning. I've been a wreck the last day and a half-ish. As y'all saw, Hunter and I decided to spontaneously go out for a little movie date and see Despicable Me 4. I don't know what it is, but every single time I will go and see a movie, that night I will be absolutely thrown for a loop. Like, my immune system just completely shuts down. I've been led to believe that it's the popcorn, which makes a lot of sense because there is a lot of sodium in there. It's very heavily salted. There's a lot of oils and butters and artificial stuff in there. There might be bacteria in there. I don't know, not to freak y'all out, but every single time I have that movie theater popcorn, something goes on internally. So yesterday morning, I woke up with a really, really intense migraine that lasted through all of the day. And honestly, I still haven't completely kicked it yet. I was dealing with it and tossing and turning throughout all of last night as well. So yesterday was a no vlog day. We skipped a day here. But in the midst of that intense throbbing going on in my head, as well as the nausea going on in my digestive system, I was searching up on my phone, like, why is this happening? Like, what is going on? And some people are saying that movie theater popcorn poisoning is a thing. Like, apparently it's pretty common for people to react that way to movie theater popcorn, so that at least makes me feel better. The thing is, I think any normal person dealing with those symptoms would just cut movie theater popcorn altogether from their diet, but I cannot. Okay, that's like the best part. That's the highlight of going to the movie theater. And I'm not a sensitive person by any means. Like, I don't have a sensitive stomach or anything like that. My body is pretty adaptable. Like, I can go to McDonald's and get a burger and nuggets and fries and a soda, and I'll be feeling, I mean, maybe a little bit phased, but not too bad. But nothing wreaks havoc on my body like movie theater popcorn. Anyways, let's set up this coffee bar situation, make a coffee, and get on with our morning. Ugh. He is literally fighting like a veteran out there, using my conditioner as a barricade. Have you done this before? I mean, okay, I think we got him. I think that was the lethal dose. If you're just a girl like me, living in a space where bugs will sometimes infiltrate, let me be your father figure for a second and recommend this insect killer. You don't have to go to the hardware store to get this. None of that. This is at Target. This is in our home. This is in a space that we're comfortable. This will do it all for you, and you don't even have to get into close proximity with the bug in question. The nozzle covers a lot of distance, as y'all saw with the shower scenario. I'm just trying to put y'all on because this is my just a girl insect solution. A bug's in your space, disturbing your peace. Give it a few sprays, done. Us girls are smart, so we like to be a step ahead. Spray the perimeter of your entire space with this. Bugs will not be wanting to come in. So I'd like to shout out my dad for recommending this to me, and now I'm going to be your dad for the moment and pass this dad product recommendation on to you. Look at the size of this. This location always does their big one. I hit a guac pocket too, so we're starting strong. I love Chipotle. I really, really do. I have an apartment search update for y'all. I don't think the one we toured is a possibility for us anymore, sadly, which is fine. Like, the situation is still very, very good, but you all saw how nice that place was. Like, it was gorge. It would probably have been a little bit of an upgrade for us. Our current place is lovely too, with the exception of the rent cost. We just received an email from the leasing office with the like rent offer for the next lease term. Last year, they just said, here's how much the rent is going to be. And it was basically either accept or leave. And this time around, they're doing it like month by month. So depending on how long of a lease you want to do, how many months you want to do, the cost is different. So for example, if we wanted to renew for another whole year, for another 12 months, it would have been like $19.50 a month. But if we want to do an 11-month lease, I believe it was like $19.03. So you save like $50 a month. I'm guessing they're doing that to facilitate availability for different units and to kind of like diversify when people's leases are ending. But honestly, because the 11-month lease would save us that $50 a month, which I think would equate to like $430 a year, which isn't a lot, but like, why wouldn't you just go with the 11-month lease? I don't know. So as excited as I was to go somewhere new, to have some change going on, to do the moving vlogs and do the moving series, I think we're just going to stay where we're at and renew. So I don't know what I'm going to do for content this fall, because that was kind of like on my agenda to do. So if y'all have anything you want to see, let me know, drop it in the comments. Now that I've shared that update though, I'm going to close out this vlog so I can get it up for you all. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me and supporting this channel. If you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you're having a great summer, a great week, a great day, and I will see you super soon in the next one.